Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Green Thumb Therapy. So for today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I propagate my epiphyllum cutting. So what I normally do, and I've seen on YouTube, everyone does it, seems to be working really well, is what they do is get the cutting, good size. These are my cutting that I trim off from my epiphyllum. If you guys watched my other video, you guys saw that I went ahead and did a lot of trimming. And what you need to prepare for the propagation is make sure you get everything ready. So what you need to do is just cut into good size however you want it. So like this is good. Something like this, I normally cut it into 4 sections because you got one here, another one here, and you have this one here. So go ahead and just trim this off. Trim this off. So that will give you 3. And I have this really long, beautiful piece. It's just way too long. What I'm going to do is just cut here, cut here, and this one's just way too long. So you can cut this into 3 pieces if you want. Me, I'll probably cut it into, why not just do 2 pieces, however you want it. So I'll cut this in 2 pieces. Alright, so the next thing that's really important that you have to make sure is don't rush your epiphyllum propagation, because if you try to rush it, you're only gonna rot it. So what you need to do is important is that you need to make sure that all of this fresh cutting get callus first. So you have to make sure that all of this fresh cutting dries up and it heals itself before you start propagating. So give yourself a few days. Put it in the, so put all this cutting that you just cut in a nice shaded area and let it dry up. So you're gonna make sure that it is completely dry. Otherwise, when you try to put this into the soil, most likely it will get rot if you overwater too much. Okay, so the next thing you will need is some rooting hormone. I find that the rooting hormone works really effective in my opinion. I tried both methods, just without rooting hormone and with rooting hormone. You definitely get more roots out of this, out of your cutting faster. So I highly recommend it. And then if you do everything correctly, you should get something along this line here. Let your cutting callus, what you can do is dip into the rooting hormone, and then you want to dip it into some type of soil. I like well-drained soil, so I always buy any Cactus soil, should work just fine. And you just want to dip it into the soil here. The most important thing you want to know about this is that when you try to propagate, don't overwater your cutting. Because if you overwater, all of it's gonna do is just gonna rot your cutting. So I just like to mist it. Leave your plants in a nice shaded area and where it doesn't get too hot. And just let it grow. Just let it grow. Because now, this one I've been propagating for maybe about a month now, and it is working really good. How you tell that it's actually developing roots, if you try to pull it, it's not coming up. So you know that there is roots in there. So all of this, if you try to pull it up, it is not coming up at all. And so that's how you know for sure that you got good rooting system in there. And again, you don't have to have any fancy soils. I think I got this soil from Home Depot for $6.99 and just your standard Cactus soil mix. And what I'm looking for is just a well-drained soil where if I do accidentally overwater a little bit, it'll drain out real fast. So that way it doesn't have any standing water in there, which will probably rot my my cactus. Okay, I hope this helps you guys out. This method that I've been using so far has been working with every epiphyllum that I have and every cutting